Hello everybody, welcome back to Flip City with Mr. Chris.
Hi, Mr. Chris.
I'm Mr. Chris as always. If you're new, thank you for joining us. And if you've been here before, I appreciate you coming back. Thank you so much for everybody that's been subscribing. We're closing in on 300 subscribers and that just feels amazing to me. So I really appreciate the support and everybody that likes and comments on the videos as well. Thank you so much. In this video, we're gonna go over 20 items that I picked up the last 2 weeks to resell on eBay. And 2 of these brands you're gonna wanna get to know because they have a 100% sell-through rate and the average selling price is really good as well. So keep watching so you can find out what brands those are. A little bit about me, I'm a part-time eBay reseller. I source 2 times a week. Wednesday nights, I go to Salvation Army for half off. And on the weekend, on Saturday or Sunday, I go to the Goodwill bins. Every item that I'm gonna show you, I will show you a sold comp so you can see exactly how much to expect to get for it reselling on eBay. So let's jump right in. The first item I picked up is a women's item, and as you know, if you've been watching my videos, I'm trying to learn more and more about women's items so I can make some more money and not overlook some brands. This is Anthropologie. It's called Maeve by Anthropologie. You can see the retail price right here, well over $100. It's just this kind of navy blazer with these brass buttons. It should sell for $40. So if you remember the 4 keys that we talked about in the past videos, brand, pattern, material, size. All right. So this is a brand I haven't heard of before, Peck and Peck. Didn't really catch my eye, but the material, I basically pick up anything that's 100% cashmere. It always sells. I haven't sold anything 100% cashmere for less than $20 before. So I definitely scooped this up. It's just a women's V-neck cashmere sweater and it will sell for about $20 to $25. These are really easy sales. So here's a brand that I just became aware of that you're gonna wanna get to know because the average sales price of this brand is amazing. The brand is called Onward Reserve. It's a golf brand. This is a golf polo shirt. If you see, it's the University of Georgia colors, University of Georgia Bulldog right there. The average sale price of these polo shirts is anywhere between $30 and $40 and some even higher. I think it depends on what college they have, the size and the pattern, right? So the brand again, Onward Reserve. The pattern is pretty popular. It's a really good looking pattern, black and red. I had 2 of these. Another one was red and black. I've already sold both of them. I just wanted to hold on to this one and show you guys. The material is a lightweight, moisture wicking material, and the size of this one is a large, which is a pretty good size. So definitely keep an eye out for Onward Reserve. It also says Magill Society on the side. I don't really know what that means. Okay, so one of our very first 100% sell-through rate brands that you're gonna wanna get to know that I've just recently started picking up. This is the 3rd time I've gone sourcing where I found this brand. So it's definitely out there and I've been finding it regularly lately. It's called Proof, okay? There's a website called Huckberry. It sells men's clothing and that's where I found this brand online. They are similar to Lululemon and Vuori pricing, so it's pretty high up there. A lot of basic stuff. It's made out of wool, soft merino wool and cotton mix. This is just a basic polo, size extra large, some stripes, and it's gonna sell for $40. So this is the brand, one of the brands I was telling you guys about. 100% sell-through rate and a great average sales price. And they sell quickly. Every single thing I've got from Proof sells quickly and for a good price. All right, on to a brand you've heard of before, pretty basic. I don't always pick up Nike stuff. I got this at the bin, so it was cheap. And it's Nike and it's college, UCF. And it's a pretty decent size. It's a large, right? It's just a 1/4 zip, kind of like a coach's warm-up or a player's warm-up. I should be able to get about $25 for this. Nothing crazy, should be easy sell, especially when college football season starts back up. Okay. Here's another brand we're all familiar with, Lululemon, right? So the brand is good. The pattern is basic, nothing crazy. The material, Lululemon material, whatever it is, it's so soft and so nice, right? And the size of this one, I think it was a 4. I can't remember, it's a women's size. They always have the little size hidden in one of the little pockets. This is called the Lululemon Cadence. It's like a running, It's a running hoodie. It has the thumb holes on the sleeves that also fold over to cover your thing. It has a little pocket here for your keys or your money. And it also has this kind of like mesh gaiter built in, I guess for if it's cold or if it's raining, you can kind of cover up. These sell for $30, right? Lululemon, always a good brand. Maybe not as popular as before, but definitely still a good average sales price, okay? Here's a great outdoor brand. If you're looking for outdoor brands similar to Patagonia, called Cotopaxi. We've talked about it before. It has the llama logo. This is just gonna be a basic fleece half zip. It's men's, size large. Should get $30 for this. Again, everything is gonna have a sold comp on the video up in the corner so you can see actual sold comps for items. So a couple of things that I'm looking for, right, is sell-through rate. I want the sell-through rate to be as high as possible, and I want a good average sales price on the items. Of course, you could pick up anything you want if you're willing to wait a long time, but my idea is to get everything sold within 90 days so I get the money back and reinvest it. It's just a preference, whatever you guys are interested in. All right, here's a Lululemon men's running shirt. You know, Lululemon will have sometimes they have the sayings on the bottom. This one says live in practice. It's just a striped men's size medium running shirt. These shirts get about $20 to $25 regularly. Different colors and different sizes are gonna help increase the average sales price, okay? All right, sticking with Lululemon, here's another hoodie. This is called the Define hoodie. If you can see on camera, there's like a pattern in there, kind of like diamond pattern. Again, it has the thumb holes, zip up pockets, very soft. Always hiding their logo. Here's the logo on the back for the women's thing. It's vented. These are pretty nice. These should sell for $30 to $35, okay? Lululemon's a great brand. I know there's a lot of debate about if it's still as good as it used to be. I wouldn't really get too concerned with that. Just focus on the fact that it has a decent sell-through rate and a good average sales price, and people are still picking these up. So I say still pick up Lululemon. Can't go wrong. All right, with the 4 keys, the brand, you know me, Polo Ralph Lauren. I'm always picking up Polo Ralph Lauren if it has a good pattern, a good material, and a good size. Okay, this is just a standard men's Oxford shirt, but the pattern is great. Has the flesh pony, has this kind of like summer vibe colorway going on, and it's a size large. Should get about $20 at least for this, right? I like to also underestimate the prices, kind of go on the lower end. If I get more than that, great. If not, I'm not let down. Here's a brand you may or may not have heard of called Bear Bottom. It's an outdoor brand. This material is so soft. I don't really know what it's made out of. Let's see. Recycled polyester. I'm not sure what they're doing to it, but it's very, very soft. It's just a basic men's polo shirt, size medium. You could expect to get $20 for these all day. Pretty good sell-through rate, good average sales price. For me, $20 is the lowest I really want to go for an average sales price. I want to make it worthwhile. I'm trying to pay the least amount possible for the items that I pick up, so low cost of goods and a good average sales price. And for me, that target is $20 and above. All right, here's a new brand for me anyway. You may be familiar with it or not. They make men's and women's clothes. At first I thought this was women's, but I looked up the style number and it's actually a men's shirt. This is called the Luke. It has the style name right there. It's just a standard, it's a button up. The collar has like under buttons there, buttons underneath the collar to keep it pinned down. It's a very lightweight cotton, almost feels like a silk. You could get $30 and up for these depending on the patterns and the sizes, but the basic bottom level you'll get but the least amount you'll get is definitely $30. So that's a great sell through and a great average sales price. Okay, back to proof, right? It's the 72-hour merino wool cotton blend t-shirt. It seems like nothing and it's easy to overlook. They don't have any labels or logos on the outside. This is their logo, just the word proof with that line up and down. Guys, these t-shirts sell for at least $35 and up. Don't skip this brand. I'm telling you right now, this is probably the hottest brand that I found. in the last 2 months. So I'm always keeping an eye out for this brand, and you want to get on top of it before it gets really popular and everybody's scooping them up. So Proof merino wool 72-hour shirt, $35. All right, back to your standard bread and butter brand, Polo Ralph Lauren. Again, I pick it up if it's a good pattern, good material, good size, right? The 4 keys: brand, pattern, material, and size. Brand, Polo always catches my eye because I just love Polo. This is an all over print pineapple polo shirt. Pretty fun for the summer, right? Not the best size though, size small. I should still be able to get about $20 for this though. Again, that's the least I'm looking for. $20 and above, okay? All right, this is a good brand to be on the lookout for right now for spring and summer with golf season right around the corner. Bad Birdie, right? It's this dry fit material. This one's a large. It's kind of this oversized. The pattern is what definitely caught my eye on the racks. I picked this up at Salvation Army, half off. It actually only cost me $3. These Bad Bunny polos, always depends on the size and the pattern, but the least you're gonna get for these is $25. This is about $25 to $30 right here. So that's an easy sell. All right, so there's certain brands that you kind of consider bread and butter that I usually stay away from, with a few exceptions. Nike is one, Polo Ralph Lauren, and definitely Disney, just because they're so saturated. There's so many items out there, but they can still be good sales if you're looking for the right items, okay? So for Disney, I always pick up these Spirit jerseys. They sell so easily. This one has a little bit of extra going on for it. It's a 50th anniversary, right? And it has, as you can see, these shiny sequins in it. It'll be dazzled, right? The size is an extra large as well. So this is gonna get me $50. Guys, can you believe it? $50 for a sweatshirt. Keep an eye out for those Spirit jerseys. It'll always say on the tag if you're not sure, but usually the Spirit jersey is kind of this boxy, oversized sweatshirt or t-shirt, and it has the wording is gonna go shoulder to shoulder all across the back. This particular one sells for $50 and up, so keep an eye out for that. Any Disney Spirit jerseys really, but if they have a crazy pattern or some material or something shiny, something extra on them, you'll definitely get a little bit more money. Okay, so sticking with the theme of trying to learn more about women's clothes, this is a Ralph Lauren. It's like a tweed wool skirt, a little mid-length. There's the tag. Okay, this will go for about $20 to $30. Okay, just depends on the size and the length. This is a medium length. I should get about $25 for this one. Should be a pretty decent sell. I'm not sure about the wool right now with summer, but I picked it up at the bin, so $1 and $25, it's worth waiting on. Okay, this is a brand that I love personally. It's a great men's brand and a really good sell-through rate. Vuori pants are like 99% sell-through rate, so basically another 100% sell-through rate brand, right? Again, with a lot of these new brands, they kind of are very understated labels. There's the V on like a leather tag, and you can see in there it says Vuori. These are men's pants, lightweight. They're called the AIM pants. Vuori has a style number on the tag. If you're not sure what it is, look up the style number. Then you know the very specific name of that style. It will help you sell it. There's a little zipper pocket on the side. Nothing crazy. The only thing about these, I actually would have kept them, but they're a size 30. They're too small. Not the best size, but I never pass up Vuori because it sells so quick. I don't think I've ever had a Vuori item last longer than 30 days. So for me, that's great. That's what I'm looking for. All right. This is just your standard Lululemon women's leggings. These are called the Wonder Train. Again, if you're lucky with Lululemon, you'll have the tag on there so you could search up the style number. Also, they hide it in the pocket on that little dot. So hopefully you can find it there. There's the Lululemon logo. This is a pretty bright color. This specific style of leggings, the Wonder Train, is going to give me about $25 to $30 depending on the size, okay? There's just certain brands I just pick up almost anything from them, and Lululemon is one of them, and Proof is definitely going to be one of them as well. Okay, here's a brand I think I've only mentioned one other time. I don't find it that often, but it's a great selling brand. It's called Smartwool. I'm not really sure what their logo is. It's like an 8-bit graphic guy or something. I don't know, a character. These are just some fun running shorts with the kind of splattered pattern, right? They're lined, in great condition. These are a size medium, decent size, not the best. Large and extra large is always my first option, right? If I could find a larger extra large, that's the best. But because the brand is a good seller, I definitely picked them up. These basic shorts will go for $25. I got them at Salvation Army for $5. All right, so as you know, I'm the bag man, right? I've said it before, I'll say it again, because I just get super lucky. When I check out the bags, I seem to find great bags almost every single time I go, especially at the bins. For some reason, I'm telling you, I don't know why, but people just overlook the bins bag section. This is kind of a vintage LL Bean rucksack. It's called the Continental. If you're not sure about the style and you can't find a style code, Google Lens is your friend. I don't know how many times Google Lens has helped me find something that I had no idea about. It's a great tool, so make sure you're always using it, right? This is just a basic kind of army green rucksack. Nothing too fancy about it. This should give me $50 though, easy. And because it kind of collapses down, it's not gonna be that difficult to ship, all right? So let me get you guys onto bags. They're great sellers. The great average sales price too. $40, $50. I've sold bags for $80. I just sold a Toomey bag. So keep an eye out for bags. Do a little research, educate yourself, because you could be making a lot of money where other people are just overlooking it. All right, last but not least, and if you know, I don't really enjoy selling shoes. However, on occasion, I will pick them up if they're a good brand, if they have a good sales rate. And like this pair of shoes right here, I don't even have to clean them. They are in amazing condition, right? These are gonna get me $50. These are called Astral. They're kind of like an outdoor, almost like a boat shoe. I don't know, it's like a waterproof material. This one's called the TR1 Junction. Says it right on the tag if you don't know. Also, Google Lens is a great friend. $50, guys. Even though I'm not that interested in selling shoes, I'm more interested in making money. And if it's easy and it's good money, I'm gonna do it. All right, so there's 20 items that I sourced this week, and 2 of the brands, Proof and Vuori, have a 100% sell-through rate. So thanks for checking out the video. I love to get likes, subscribes, any comments, and I really appreciate you guys watching. So keep an eye out for the next video and we'll do some sold comps.